What's up, everybody? Today I'm going to show you a gypsy way to travel, nice and light and cheap. Number one rule, no luggage. Just your backpack, just your little rolly thing, whatever you like. But the second you check something in, not only are you going to pay an extra 50, 100 bucks per trip, you're going to maybe lose it, and you're not going to be able to do this famous gypsy trick I like to do, which is book a flight to a destination that you might not intend on ending up at, just to get a layover for cheaper and easier. My favorite tool for looking up flights is Google Flights. It's up to date. Sometimes the last minute, the flights you find there might not be the same price, but it connects you directly with the providers. So you're not going through a third-party service that doesn't have any liability or customer service when something goes wrong. You're in a lot better hands when you can deal directly with the flight provider, if it's United Airways, LATAM. So let's look at some examples here. I'm gonna go on Google Flights. Let's say I wanna get from New York to Prague. I'm gonna put in here my main destination and a couple of airports I know around there that might be a little bit cheaper. I like to always go one way because, commitment is tough. And here we see last minute, really last minute, $264, not too shabby. And that's going from JFK to Budapest, and there you go, stop in Frankfurt. Now, if I wanted to get to Prague, maybe easiest, just get off at Frankfurt and take a bus, because I'm gonna have to take a bus from Budapest anyway. We don't see anything there reasonable for Prague. Let's see if we put Frankfurt directly. Will we find anything sweeter? No, we won't. That's what's up. You gotta play the system sometimes. Now, if you have your checked bags, they're gonna go to Budapest, and it's not gonna work. So if traveling light's not for you, then you're watching the wrong video. Let's see if we plan ahead a little bit. 251. Again, Budapest. Budapest seems to be the hot spot for getting into Europe, according to my research. Drop off in Charlotte, Munich. Again, maybe just get off in Munich if I want to get to Prague. Quite close. 7 hours. You're going to want to do some Google Maps if you're not familiar with the location. Take a look at other bus companies. See what are your options, maybe a BlaBlaCar. Maybe you have some friends that can help you when you land in another city. Keep your options open. Let's try getting into Brazil for another change. I know the flights to New York from Brazil are quite cheap, but let's see what happens if I want to go from New York to Brazil. How does it look? Because when I got in here from Brazil, I did this gypsy trick and I was meant to go to Orlando, I think it was. First stop, New York. So, not too nice, these prices. And now if we add the other hubs in the area, which potentially we could book a domestic flight or find a way down there by any means necessary. There we go. Already looking better. This one's from Washington to Rio. And if I want to get off at Sao Paulo, save myself the layover. Looks good. What's going on last minute? Nothing great last minute, but within the week we have something nice. 284. Las Vegas. Las Vegas is pretty cheap to get to. They like to get people in there. Here we see it stops in Panama. That's a hot hub between Brazil and US. Who knows what's going on in Panama these days? Maybe sometimes you don't want to hop into other countries with given restrictions. If you're not vaccinated, if you don't have your tests, or you don't want to buy a test. Las Vegas to Sao Paulo. Take a day in Mexico. Could be nice. See what else they got going on here. Washington. 317. Stops in New York. See, it's crazy. Okay, and if we go from Brazil to US, see, there you go, and Rio, Sao Paulo, New York, last minute, 321. There you go. Sao Paulo to Las Vegas, stops in New York. So you want to play around with the dates, you want to play around with the locations, see what works for you. And if you're flexible, it can be a lot easier. Again, Sao Paulo to JFK, JFK to Boston, or to Chicago, to Las Vegas, but we're not going to be messing around. You can use the world map and take a look, see what your options are here. The world is your oyster. Stay flexible, keep an open mind, and get out there. You can find a lot of great deals. Thanks for checking this out. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, give us a like, tell your friends, share this video, share some of my other videos, give us a subscribe. I really appreciate it. Until next time, peace out.